Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Fulani haters believe that it's a huge misconception on the part of Nigerians to believe that all Fulani haters, are actually armed haters. And they have decided to take a huge decision, and that decision is to correct that notion. And that decision is against those who are classified as armed haters. We're going to be looking at the news in detail. And also in another news, IPOB have also decided to take U.S. Secretary to court. And this is over a particular reason. We are going to look at the two news side by side, look at the comments of Nigerians. But before we do all of that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, according to the news, the leader of Fulani haters in Taraba State has pledged to weed out criminal element among them within 5 months. The leadership of the haters comprise Odo and Fulani community leaders drawn from 14 out of the 16 local government area of the state. He told the Emir of Muriel, Haji Abbas Tafida, on Monday at his palace in Jalingo that the decision was reached following a series of meetings they held to review the challenges confronting them. The headers, led by the state chairman of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association and Haji Sahabi Mahmoud, pleaded with the Emir to accept their pledge, undertaking that all the criminal elements among them would be identified and flushed out within 5 months in order to bring the desired peace to the state. Now report that the Miyetti Allah chairman read out the pledge, which was contained in a communique issued after a stakeholder meeting that lasted for several hours. The meeting was attended by the headers and their Ado and Jello across the state, as well as the security advisor to Governor Darius Ishaku, retired Colonel Angyo Abu. According to the communique, the herdsmen and their leaders have agreed to weed out criminals among them within the next 5 months and report back to the Emir on the successes and challenges they might record within the period. According to the communique, and I read, it said, those who repent will be documented, while those that refuse to repent and stop kidnapping and other crimes would equally be handed over to security agents to face the appropriate laws of the land. We have agreed not to harbor criminals, even if they are our biological children, and we have sworn an oath to expose their sponsors, no matter their standing in the society. The headers maintain that the task of carrying out the assignment was huge but absolutely necessary in order to sanitize the Fulani herdsmen and restore their damaged image caused by criminal activities of a few of them. And also, in another development, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has instituted a lawsuit against the United States Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, and Secretary of Defense, Lloyd over their rules in the supply of A-29 Super Tucano military aircraft to Nigerian military. In a document cited by Sarah reporters, the case was instituted at the United States District Court for the District of Columbia on July 31st. The group, through its undersigned attorney, Bruce Fain, complained of the violation of the Lee Amendment 22 U.S.C. 2378D and 10 U.S.C. 2249E and Administrative Procedure Act 5 U.S.C. 706A and C, seeking declarative and injunctive relief against the defendants. The Lee law refers to 2 statutory provisions prohibiting the United States government from using funds for assistance to units of foreign security forces where there is credible information implicating that unit in the commission of gross violation of human rights. One statutory provision applies to the State Department headed by Blinken, and the other applies to the Department of Defense, Austin. The members of the group is predominantly Imo and Ebonyi State in the southeastern region of the country, said the defendants prohibited the above stated law through the supply of armed aircraft to Nigeria. They stated that it is likely to cause death, bodily injury, destruction of property by A-27 Super Tucano military aircraft if the plane are delivered by the United States to the government of Nigeria and incorporated into the Nigerian Air Force to assist the ongoing genocide of Biafrans. IPOB identified itself as a registered community interested company that advocates through peaceful means an independent Biafran nation separate from Nigeria in the face of the lingering persecution of its citizens by the Nigerian government. The group alleged gross human rights violation by President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration, citing instances of a strike in cities across the southeast. It also stated that officers under the watch of Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari had indiscriminately arrested and abducted young Igbo men and women at various locations, and their whereabouts are unknown till date. It was also stated that Kyari has presided over the burning of several houses and overseen the damage of properties believed to belong to people advocating for the freedom of Biafra. IPOB therefore called for the suspension of the provision of another set of A-29 Super Tucano military aircraft to the Nigerian government and also enjoined the United States to recall the ones already supplied to the country. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Information and Culture, Haji Lai Mohammed, has earlier disclosed that the federal government would be launching the 6 Super Tucano fighters aircraft purchased from the United States on Tuesday, August 3rd. This is quite a serious issue, but first of all, we'd like to look at what this guy said, talking about the Fulani haters, and it's something that should be adopted by virtually all the Miyetti Allah branches all over Nigeria, because Miyetti Allah is a kind of umbrella group that oversees activities of Fulani Herdsmen. Fulani Herdsmen are actually their members. And with the step taken by these guys, talking about the Fulani group in Taraba State is the right one in the right direction, because if this is not done, that notion will still stand that all Fulanis are actually, a terrorist group. That's why fairly recently we heard from Afenifere that they should be proscribed. And here they're trying to buttress a point that notion is actually wrong. And that's why Taraba State, Miyetti Allah have decided to take this decision. And all those ones who are criminal, they're going to weed them out so that the relationship that has been subsisting between the Fulanis and also Nigerians or their host community can still stand. Because if you want to tell yourself some truth, before now, there had always been Fulanis around Nigerians or different communities in Nigeria. But shockingly, all of a sudden, it's becoming a huge trouble to everyone. So I feel that this is one of the steps that Miyetti Allah should take in all the states to correct this notion, because that notion has stood quite a long time. And also looking at the story of the IPOB members are trying to align with what most of the lawmakers in the United States really has stood against, considering the rate at which human rights has been violated in Nigeria. And they believe that sending these guys across, sending another set of Super Tucano fighter jets down to Nigeria will worsen the situation, considering how things have been run in the country. And taking these guys to court, we're still waiting to see what the situation will look like. But for now, we'd like to leave it there. Go to our comments.